Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Power 3 podcast. This is your host, Sean, aka Bishop, and welcome to week 5 in the NFL. I thank each and every one of y'all for joining me this morning, this great Sunday morning, the 9th of October, 2016. And here we have it, NFL Sunday, week 5. I'm already starting the week off 0-1, so I'm starting the week off bad, but I've done that before. And that noise that you hear in the background, well, that is my beautiful, beautiful daughter, in which I spoke about before, the great old 8-month-old Sydney in the background. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started. Also, I know just to let y'all know, I started off last week bad 0-1, but this and ended up 9-5, so I can't, or 9-6, so I can't complain. Really, baby girl? Really? But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. As you know, like I stated before, or like I've already stated, I'm already 0-1 because of Thursday's game between the Cardinals and the 49ers. And I chose the 49ers, and the Cardinals came up big, even without Carson Palmer. Larry Fitzgerald had a great game. So shouts out to the Cardinals for a great game. So let's get it started. Game 1 at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 o'clock Central Time. The Washington Redskins versus the Baltimore Ravens. And this should be a real good game. Joe Flacco versus Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is having not so bad of a season, but he's not doing as great. They're 2-2. They're at 500. The Ravens are 3-1. But I'm going to pick the Washington Redskins to win this game over the Ravens. The Washington Redskins win this game 35-28. 35-28. Washington Redskins over the Baltimore Ravens. Then we also have at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 o'clock Central Time is the New England Patriots versus the Cleveland Browns. As everyone knows, Tom Brady is back. Tom Brady returned from that 4-game suspension, so we know pretty much the Patriots will win this game. This is an easy game for Tom Brady to come back to, so thanks to Tom Brady for making it a great game. I'm sure it's going to be. The Patriots are 3-1. They took their first loss last week. The Browns are 0-4. They look like they're going to go 0-5. So I'm definitely picking the Patriots with Tom Brady being back. So that game is going to be 35-14. Patriots over the Browns. Then we have my beloved and great Eagles. You gotta love them. The Eagles are playing today at the Eagles are playing today at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 12 o'clock Central Time. And my Eagles are playing the Detroit Lions. The Eagles are still one of the 3 teams that are still undefeated in the NFL. And, of course, I'm going to pick my Eagles because until Carson Wentz show me something different, I'm going to stick with my Eagles. So, with that being said, the Eagles are going to defeat the Detroit Lions 35-31 with 35-21. I'm picking my Eagles to defeat the Detroit Lions. Carson Wentz, I'm looking for you to do big things as you've been doing all season. Continue to keep it up, Carson Wentz, in that great defensive Eagles defense. Y'all do what y'all supposed to do. We just need the receivers to catch a few balls for Carson Wentz, and of course let Darren Sproles do what he does, as well as Ryan Matthews. So that's my pick for that. Then moving on, we have moving on from that, we have the Chicago Bears visiting the Indianapolis Colts. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central Time. The Bears are 1-3. The Colts are 1-3, but I'm going to pick the Indianapolis Colts. I believe Andrew Luck is going to bounce back from what he's been going through. He's been having some hard times. Doesn't look like he's doing as good as we expect him to do. The Colts and the Bears face off for the first time since Andrew Luck's 2012 debut. So with that being said, I'm sure Andrew is looking forward to showing that he belongs in the NFL and belongs in Indianapolis. I don't know whether or not the quarterback for Chicago is back yet, Jay Cutler, but either way, I'm still going for the Colts. The Colts win this game 28-24. over the Bears. Then we have the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Central time. I'm still sticking with the Titans. I'm gonna take the Titans. Both teams are 1-3. Both of them are underperforming this season, but I'm going to take the Titans over the Dolphins, even though they're playing in Miami. I just feel like Marcus Mariota will find himself finally and make things happen for the Tennessee Titans in this game. So I'm picking the Titans over the Dolphins, with the Titans winning 28-24 in that game. Then we have the other undefeated team in the league, the Minnesota Vikings hosting the Houston Texans. The Vikings are 4-0. The Texans are 3-1. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Central time. I'm gotta go with the Vikings. Right now, Sam Bradford is playing amazing in Minnesota. And the Titans, they're not the same without J.J. Watt, the best defensive end probably in the NFL. And I just don't think they could do it without J.J. Watt in the building. So with that being said, I'm going with the Vikings, and I'm pick the Vikings to win this game 31-27. Then we have the New York Jets visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers at 1:00 p.m. Eastern, 12:00 Central Time. The Steelers, who are 3-1, the Jets, who are 1-3. You just have to go with the Steelers. The Jets are still trying to find their way. Hopefully one day they'll find their way, but until then, you have to stick with the Steelers. Big Ben, AB, Antonio Brown. You just know that the Steelers is going to bring it. Really, baby girl? Really? She is on 100 this morning. She's happy about football. That's what it is. She's happy about football. So, yes, the Steelers will win this game 42-17 over the Jets. I'm picking the Steelers. Then we have the Atlanta Falcons, who had an amazing game last week with Matty Ice and Julio Jones. Julio Jones being the only sixth receiver in NFL history to record 300 yards receiving in one game. He did that last weekend, and it was phenomenal. And Matty Ice, of course, delivered the ball to him like he was supposed to. But they have a challenge for him this week. The Atlanta Falcons visit the Denver Broncos, who is the third team undefeated in the NFL, and they're 4-0, while the Atlanta Falcons are 3-1. This is going to be a barn burner, folks. I'm going to still pick the Denver Broncos. They're playing at home. They're playing at Mile High. I just don't think Atlanta can go in there and beat Denver at home, but we just don't know that it should be an amazing, amazing game. This game, I feel like it's going to be close, so I'm looking at this game to be 21-17, Broncos over the Falcons. Then we have the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Dallas Cowboys. That game is at 4:25 Eastern time, 3:25 p.m. Central time. The Dallas Cowboys are 3-1. The Cincinnati Bengals are 2-2. We know Ezekiel Elliott is leading the NFL with 412 rushing yards, while Cincinnati Bengals has Andy Dalton, and we just don't know how this is going to turn out. The Cowboys haven't heard yet whether or not Dez Bryant is going to be playing or not, but Cincinnati is probably going to go in there and play a decent game. But it's hard to beat Dallas in Dallas. So with that being said, I'm gonna pick the Cowboys over the Bengals 35-21 over the Bengals. Then we have the Buffalo Bills versus the LA Rams, who is now the LA Rams. Rams are now 3-1. They took a loss last week for their first loss. The Rams play the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 2-2. Rams are playing at home. That game is at 4:25 p.m. Eastern time, 3:25 Central time. I'm going to pick Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor, LaShawn McCoy, I believe they going to make it happen out there in Buffalo. I really feel like Buffalo can go get this win, and I expect them to go get this win. So I'm looking at Buffalo to win this game 32-24 over the Rams. Then we have the San Diego Chargers versus the Oakland Raiders. That game is at 4:25 p.m. Eastern time, 3:25 Central time. The Chargers are 1-3, and the Raiders are 3-1. Carr is doing great out there in Oakland, whereas Phillip Rivers is not doing as well as expected out at San Diego. And it's hard to beat the Raiders in Oakland. But with that being said, I gotta go with that Oakland Raiders to beat the San Diego Chargers at home. So with that being said, the Oakland Raiders will win this game 28-21 over the San Diego Chargers. Then we have the New York Giants, the late game from Sunday night. The New York Giants visiting the Green Bay Packers. That game is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. The Packers are 2-1. The Giants are 2-2. The Packers was on a bye last week, so I'm sure Aaron Rodgers is ready to get it in and take it to the Giants. We all know that Odell Beckham is having problems out there in the Giants, and so is Eli Manning. They say Odell Beckham is caught up in his feelings, and he's all the attention is on Odell Beckham. That's why they're not winning like they should be. So with that being said, let's go ahead and put it on the Packers to win this game, 35-31, Packers over the Giants. Then we know there's a Monday night game. I will definitely come back on Monday, let you know how I feel about Monday night's game. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Those are my predictions for this week 5. As you know, I am already 0-1 starting off week 5 because, like I said earlier, the Cardinals versus the 49ers, being that the 49ers lost. So with that being said, I thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in to the Power 3 podcast. Thank y'all. I will be coming back to y'all soon later on this evening to give you a recap for Sunday's game. So stay tuned. Please tune back in for that. For those who haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button over there and subscribe to my channel if you like what you hear and like what you see. And also give it a thumbs up telling me as well that you like it. And please share with your friends that may enjoy my podcast as well. I thank each and every one of you. As y'all can see, my baby girls is about to start crying, so it's time for me to end this podcast. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a great and blessed Sunday. Love y'all. Thank y'all. I holler back at you. Shouts out to all those who may be affected. God bless those that may be affected from Hurricane Matthew. Y'all have a great, safe Sunday NFL weekend. It's your boy Sean, a.k.a. Bishop. I'm out this piece. Peace.